11-point lead right now with the handicap of not having an import around it. Well, actually, they don't need an import with Ricky Brown around to deliver the goods from all possible angles.
I'd probably even pick him over an import, Joe.
That's right. The fadeaway by Marquez pays off. It's a highly offensive game being played by the rookie. He's already got 10 points to his credit, 93-83. Ricky Brown against Romiak. Low post play. Manny Victorino against Philip Cesar. And the umbrella-like defense applied by Philip Cesar paid off, but only for a fleeting moment as Chito Loizaga regains control of the leather. Pearson goes cross-court to a perfectly open Brown.
Yes, he was surprised. Ricky says, hey, what am I doing with the ball this close? Free.
But his reflexes tell him every time he's got that ball, he can shoot it, even with his eyes closed. Lester Rowe is fouled by Chito on the way up, and that's going to be Chito's third personal.
Foul, Loizaga.
Well, if Rowe has been somewhat silent in the last few minutes, you can probably credit that to the terrific defense applied alternately by Abe King and Chito Loizaga on Lester.
Yes, Chito always gives help defense. Very important, especially against an import inside the paint, Joe.
Rowe is a southpaw all the way. His free throw shooting is done with the left hand in much the same way as he does all his field attempts.
And I'll tell you, that's a secret of Great Taste, really. Coach Baby Dalupan, of course, everybody says that Great Taste is such a fine offensive team. But really, they're a fine defensive team, too. Chito Loizaga, Abe King inside. Ricky Brown plays good defense. Willie Pearson. I mean, they're all good defensive players, too, Joe. And then from there emanates a good offensive game.
The Great Taste team is definitely the transition squad of the year. And we have got another bad break falling the way of Great Taste. Ray Lazaro. Overhead to Mr. Rowe. They tried an alley-oop there, but Abe King's timely interference prevented what could have been a sure 2 points. But Lester Rowe, it's not going to be a take-two situation. Third personal by Abe King, and right now we've got a timeout by Baby Dalupan.
Barimoid, tabletang lunas sa Almorana.
On a sunny afternoon,
Well, the game clock shows 6 minutes and 28 seconds left in this ball game. A commanding 11-point lead by Great Taste, posted right there on the scoreboard, 95-84. And let's take a look at the quarter scores.
Yes, we've got Shell down by 12 in the first quarter, down by 4 in the second quarter. That was 16 points at the half. And then all of a sudden they exploded for 14 points in the third quarter.
Philip Cesar aims from 18. Hit the rim. And Totoy Marquez almost lost it to the sideline, but it looks like Ricky Brown had the last touch on the leather, so the Buckbusters are going to inbound from the left sideline. Ricky Brown, by the way, has a career high of 48 points. Now, with already 41 points to his name and a good 6 minutes and 9 seconds left in the ball game, he stands a pretty good chance of breaking his own personal record. Rowe misses with his left-handed shot, and Manny Victorino boxed everybody out of the rebound. 11-point lead for Great Taste. That was a splendid recovery by the coffee makers, eh?
Well, the great champion team that they are, Joe, they got their act together just in time.
And to think they're playing without an import, who will be arriving tomorrow yet, if we are to go by the information handed out to us by Coach Baby Dalupan.
Correct. And he will see action in Cebu when they go up against Manila Beer. That'll be the first game in the second round played in Cebu.
That's right. We've got a foul.
Foul, Cesar.
Philip Cesar with his third personal, and Chito Loizaga inbounds for Great Taste. Time down to 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Great Taste has 2 fouls to spare, while Shell already went overboard as far as team fouls are concerned a minute ago.
Wow.
Follow up by Chito Loizaga.
What a big follow-up that was, huh? Unfortunately, he didn't score.
Philip Cesar against Manny Victorino. Chito Loizaga got into arm contact in an effort to thwart the drive. That's his fourth personal, sending Philip to the line.
And Coach Freddie Webb might want to put in Bogs Adornado now for the outside shooting. I think Bogs has rested long enough, Joe. And the reason Rowe isn't scoring too much in the inside now is because there is no outside shooter really. So that means the men taking the outside can double team in Rowe. They can play I mean, they can cheat in defense and go down to double team, Joe. So
That didn't deprive him of the opportunity to come up with that offensive rebound and another conversion to cut down the Great Taste lead to one digit again at 8 points. 95-87, 5:13 to go. 2 against 1. Willie Pearson. No, it's a 2 against 2. Willie Pearson went up against Totoy Marquez and is going to go for a 3-point play. Totoy's third personal as we watch that last piece of action in slow-mo.
Toto says he didn't foul. Let's see. Well, we were covered by Willie Pearson, actually. We didn't see if Totoy did have contact with Willie.
Nevertheless, Willie Pearson comes up with a 3-point bomb to make it an 11-point lead anew for Great Taste. 5 minutes and 6 seconds remaining. Exact tally is 98-87. Great Taste is also courting team foul trouble. They've already got 6. Bernie Fabiosa got effectively rejected by Ricky Brown. Here's Willie Pearson moving the ball very smartly down court. Now makes his move inside the paint. Bernie Fabiosa coming out of nowhere to steal the leather. Counter fast break into works, but Bernie is having a hard time controlling the leather. And we've got a foul.
So Bernard Fabiosa says, hey, it's about time somebody blows a whistle over there.
That was the 5th personal foul of Chito Loizaga. And maybe the Lupan sees fit to call another timeout. We'll be right back. 4 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in this ball game, which is still anybody's contest, despite an 11-point lead posted on the scoreboard for the Great Taste Coffee Makers, looking for their 4th win in 6 games. This happens to be, by the way, the last outing of the Coffee Men in the first phase of the elimination round. On Saturday in Cebu City, they will open hostilities in the second phase of the elimination round with a rematch against the Manila Beer Brewmasters. Unproductive thrust by the blue shirts of Azodrin. Here's Willie Pearson. He's going to challenge Philip Cesar. Goes to Abi King at low post. Amply covered there by Lester Rowe. They're going to work this one out very carefully. Abi goes into shooting position. It was a decoy play. The hook shot is out. Manny Victorino misses. Chito Loizaga prevails in the rebound play and is fouled on the way up. Chito will go to the line. Leo Austria, who checked in for Bernie Fabiosa during that last timeout, committed his 3rd personal. Back on the floor also for Freddie Webb is Bogs Renado, who just relieved Totoy Marquez. Incidentally, there will be no games of the Ultra this Sunday because on Saturday, the PBA will have its games at Cabanatuan City with Shell and Ginebra battling each other at 3 p.m., followed by the NCC versus Magnolia Quench Plus match at 5 p.m. Now, these games will be shown on a delayed basis on Sunday night. Beautiful steal perpetrated by Ricky Brown. They're ahead by 12, and they're also on the brink of the century mark. 99 points. Ricky works it over to Abe King. Philip Cesar had a slice of the leather. Ricky aims, and the guy just can't do anything wrong.
What do you have to do, Joe? The Brown Bomber scores again.
43 points now. And Ray Lazaro is called for the foul. No, it's Chito Loizaga, I'm sorry. And that is the end of the line for him.
Well, he played tough defense tonight, Joe.
He always plays tough defense, and that's why he often leaves the court before the regulation period is over.
And so what about the 6 fouls, Joe? As long as your team is ahead, you could have a good defense.
Joel Banal has just checked in to replace the exiled Loizaga as Ray Lazaro prepares for 2 very important charities. With only 3 minutes and 46 remaining, the Buckbusters can use every point they can possibly put their hands on. Looks like Lazaro didn't hear us.
You have to say it again, Joe.
All right, you need every point you can possibly get. I said it loud enough this time. 101 to 88, 13-point lead for Great Taste. Manny Victorino pushing it up with a lot of determination as he brings it to the hole with a finger roll.
Well, there was a full court press applied by Shell, and nobody picked up Manny Victorino, and that's the reason I got the 2 points.
At low post, Lester Rowe. What work against Abe King? Beautiful. 40 points now for Lester Rowe. Just 3 points behind the personal output of Ricky Brown at 43. Time left, 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Both clubs now in team foul trouble. An illegal pick set up by Abe King. He stuck his hip out when Austria chased Ricky Brown. That's his 4th personal. Telegraph pass there by Philip Cesar. It's going to be a turnover for Great Taste.